Good morning to all of you. To myself Vivek Kumar, Assistant Professor, Mechanical Engineering Department. Today I am going to deliver a lecture on abrasive jet machining. Actually, this is a topic of the subject Advanced Manufacturing Processes under the topic Non-conventional machining process. The abrasive jet machining comes. Today we will discuss about the working and the whole process and the equipments and the parameters used for the abrasive jet machining process. Let's start. First of all, I would like to start from the beginning. What is the component used? Basically, the raw material. What is the used? Before coming to the main working, I would like to throw a brief light or focus on the name itself. What does it implement? What does it implement? First, the abrasive. Abrasive is the harder particles which is used as a tool for removing metal from the workpiece. And the jet is the orifice, a small orifice which increases the velocity of the air or the gas which passes through it. Then in this process we use the abrasive and the jet both as a combined for the machining process. Now let's see what is the components used or the equipments tools used. First of all, there is a gas cylinder which is used as a main substituent for the machining process. This is a cylinder which contains the compressed gas. This is a gas supply. Now the gas, which type of gas is used? Normally the gas we use is nitrogen, air, hydrogen, etc. These are the constituents of the gas which you use in this process. Next, after this, here is a throttling valve. Throttling valve or on-off valve. It is used to regulate the flow of gas from the gas cylinder to the main chamber. After this is a filter. A filter is used. The basic function of the filter is to purify the gas which goes into the mixing chamber, as the gas may contain dust, oil, grease, and which can be very much harmful or can cause damage to the nozzle. So we use a filter which purifies the air which comes from the cylinder and which goes to the mixing chamber. After here, passing from this filter, purified air passes through the pressure gauge. Pressure gauge shows the indication of the how much pressure of the gas is supplied to the mixing chamber. This box which you see here is called mixing chamber. The name mixing chamber is used in this case because it mixes the air with the abrasive particles. The main function of the mixing chamber is to mix air plus abrasive particles. The air particles are dropped from the top. This is the inlet of the air particle from the top. The air is supplied, high pressure air is supplied from this. As it comes in contact, the air plus the abrasive particles get mixed here in the combustion mixing chamber. Here is a component used that is called vibrator. This is a vibrator which is attached to the mixing chamber. The function of the vibrator is to vibrate the whole mixing chamber. Now, the next question will be, why use this vibrator? What is the use of vibrator? Actually, the use of vibrator is that if we will not vibrate this, there is a great tendency that the abrasive particles, as their size is the size of the abrasive particles is 10 to 30 microns. The size is very small, teeny. We can not see with the naked eye. So, if the abrasive particles are very much harder as compared to the normal workpiece, then if the in the mixing chamber, when the abrasive particle comes from the top and the air comes from here, they mixes continuously. As a result, what happens sometimes, the abrasive particles get stuck on the walls of the mixing chamber. To prevent this, the vibrator is used and it continuously shakes the mixing chamber for the complete mixing of the air and abrasive particles. Here the mixing is done with the help of vibrator is used. After mixing is done, here comes the control valve. This is called control valve or foot control valve. The main function of the foot control valve is to regulate the flow of the mixture, that is air plus every particle, to the nozzle, forward movement for the nozzle. It's because the use it changes with the use of the demand. When we have to use this jet as a drilling for the purpose of drilling, then we may need high supply or full open of this control valve so that it can penetrate through the workpiece. But at some point of time, when used for surface finish, we use this nozzle for the surface finish, or when you use this abrasive machining for the nozzle surface finish, then we have to control the valve. We have to supply very little portion of the air and the workpiece. So we can regulate this by the help of the control valve. Then after controlling, it goes to this part is called nozzle. Nozzle has a small opening which increases the velocity of the air and the workpiece. It increases the velocity of the air and the abrasive particle which is mixed, and it strikes over the workpiece. This is workpiece. It strikes over the workpiece, and with the help of cavitation, it takes away the metal from the surface of the workpiece. Now the opening of the nozzle varies from 0.18 to 80 mm. This is the size of the opening of the orifice, and the distance of the nozzle tip to the workpiece is called stand off distance, SOD, stand off distance, which varies from 3 to 30 mm, depending upon the type of the workpiece which you use for the machining. 0 to 30 mm. Now when we release all this, all the function operations starting from the gas to the final workpiece, we get the final desired output as the requirement of the workpiece. Now this is a hood. The function of the hood is to prevent the worker from getting injured, as it is the air plus abrasive particles come out from the nozzle at a very high speed. It has a very high tendency to revert back and to go into the eyes of the worker who is working on the machine or working on this machining process. The hood covers the whole workpiece, as it cannot revert back to the worker, or it cannot do any harm to the workers. Now after this there is an exhaust in the hood. There is an exhaust through which, after striking, it goes throughout the abrasive particles goes out from this exhaust area, and it does not do any harm to the worker or the operator which is operating on this machine. I hope you all have understand overall working and the working process or the equipments which are used in this abrasive jet machine. Thank you.